Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week.
Like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her with it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get fall back here, get back. I know so long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Run it, now we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the run, can't stop the run, you can't stop the run, can't
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need you. When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need you. Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. For Cincinnati.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm even thinking till the morning.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. At their own 21-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started and mark them down beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return is Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
The RPO, that one is complete. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Run right up the gut with Genty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
11 MT. 180. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Higgins sent in motion.
Cut.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 12, 12.
Run out of the gun for Gentry. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
2nd and 6.
On 2, ready?
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
It's your set. 11, 11, 11. 180.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Now Brown. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Burrow to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Cut. 180. 180.
This one caught before, and he'll take it on in. Andre Yosevage, touchdown Bengals. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. It allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go ahead. No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First down. 13. First down 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Demetrius Knight.
Jackson's pass intercepted. They'll take over first down 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kate. 180. 180. Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the catch.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Here's 3rd and 2.
12. Here we go. 180. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Higgins sent in motion. Here's Brown. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They bring Chase in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Gun. Stop. 180. 180 shot.
First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 180. 180 shot.
They'll run with Genty. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. On is McPherson for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They'll come up here, first and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're He's set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play there for Baltimore. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. Ready, shot.
They'll run it with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Yo.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Brown now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 2. 11. Here we go.
Cup in motion. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. touchdown throw for Jackson. That's the middle of the field and caught by Walker. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
2nd and 5. Jackson now. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll break the huddle. It's coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson up top again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No, we change it.
Again, it's Jackson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he'll take this one in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Bengals 14.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
I'm one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Down. 180. 12.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
Cup in motion. Coming across the the field. There's Chase. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
On one, ready?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go set. Dot. 11 Thomas.
Burrow working in the pistol. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On one, ready?
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Here we go. Hey,
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Give inside. It's Brooks. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. 1-1, ready?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the lines.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
180. Right up.
That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score, Ravens 38, Bengals 21.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I'm fine. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Well, here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Get set. Stop. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
His kick is good. That will tie the game. 28-all. Evans McPherson's the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Second and 11. Back to throw, Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first and 10, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by the foul. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, middle.
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. A gain there of 15. First down, Baltimore.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Jackson now to throw on first down. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's in! Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many to this young back.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
I'm line, right?
From the 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right 80. Right 12.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On one, right?
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36.
Gun. 11, empty. 180. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Second and 10. Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. 180. Playing shot. 11, empty. Paint. 11, empty. Paint. Stop.
Pick this one up on the ground.
Chase Brown on the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
One, right?
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Burrow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7.
180. 11. Stop.
Burrow to throw. Right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
On one, ready? Here we go. Stop. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On the ground, they go with Brooks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready? 12, 12, gun. Stop. 180. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, stop.
Now, Burrow. That'll be swung out wide to Brooks. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Here we go. 180. Race hot. Hot. Hot.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Staying out there for this fourth down.
Hot. 180. Race hot. 11, 11. Hot.
Burrow now. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
Here we go.
Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
11 MT, 11 MT.
A run on first and goal. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, second and goal.
11, mighty. You can set. 180.
He's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal.
180. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
They'll stick to the ground. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Hey, report. Report.
Out of his end zone, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Sit hot. 13. Sit hot.
Throwing again from his own end zone. Catch made there, left side by Walker. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So, on 4th down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. 11, big 13. Big 13. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
180. 12. 11. MT, take. 11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now second down throws for Burrow. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and
11,
long.
11, 11. Game 12, 12, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. We are set for fourth and long.
Gun. Stop. Hey, can. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Thomas.
So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Here we go. Stop. 11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. And I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180.
They'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. of a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings.